Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the SOULKATION podcast. I have Britney Jeanine with me today. She is a wife, mother, speaker, entrepreneur, and consultant. She went from Georgetown University to becoming a communication strategist in the Pentagon and the White House. Yes, the White House.
Wow, girl, you did deep in that bio. Thank
you. And in 2014, she quit her six-figure job, and now she provides creative consulting and education to new and established entrepreneurs. Jeanine, welcome to the SOULKATION podcast.
Yay, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you. And she's so sweet, guys. So I got to know her a little bit before we started the show. So Jeanine, let's go back to Georgetown. Did you know what you want to do with your life when you were there?
Oh, no. Heck no. Okay. It's like any person going through school is just kind of like feeling your way. Like, man, like, what am I supposed to be doing? You know, I'm in the different programs, classes, and I'm like, some of this stuff is hidden, some of it's not. Man, I'm going to have major debt when I get out of here. Like, it was like, I really don't know. But to be honest with you, I was on a journey of figuring it out. I knew that in me, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. From the time I was probably like, you know, maybe my senior year in college up until like, you know, the first year of my master's program, I knew like something in me is like, man, I want to do my own thing. But when I was at Georgetown, girl, no, just getting that education, doing what my mama said I needed to do, and going through the program, right? And I'm sure it's like that for many people.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it sounds, I mean, especially for the Black community, it's like, this is what you're supposed to do. And to be given the choice of an education is like, you better get your education.
Yeah. That's all I was taught. Like, it's like, go to school, you know, give it all you got, get a good job when you get out.
Right. I agree. So what lessons should people be taking from their careers to apply to their business? Because some people that listen to the podcast, they are successful in their business career fields. And there are some people that listen to the podcast that are full-blown entrepreneurs. So for those who want to eventually transition, what should they be learning in their jobs that they're going to apply in entrepreneurship?
Oh, for sure. So like you're always interacting with people on the job, right? So for me, I came from the Pentagon, like you said, the White House, things of that nature. So I learned early on what it meant to like interact with people, how to learn people and realize that we all have different walks of life and how you adjust to best understand those people. So that's definitely a skill that I feel like you have to bring in entrepreneurship because you touch so many people, you know, in your business, right? And so that's one thing for sure. And anything that you learn in terms of software or skills, man, zero in on that, you know? And so for me, you know, I was put in positions where I had to, you know, write communication plans and things of that nature for the Army. But then it's like, well, I know how to do this. How do I now write communication plans for my own business, right? And so anything that you're learning, especially if you're in a full-time job and doing your side hustle, think about it from a different perspective. How can I use this exact skill, what I'm learning right now, and translate it into my business? It doesn't matter what it is. It could be writing, it could be speaking, whatever the case may be, whatever position that you're put in, you know, use it to the fullest. Because, you know, the coolest thing is that, especially when you're in your career, you're on somebody else's dime. So that's the best part. So if they're sending you to conferences and you're doing these different, you know, different skills, whatever, you're able to actually apply it to your own growth. So, man, I say use it up.
Use it all.
Use it all.
So for those who haven't started a business, they're like, I don't even know what I could do. You know, maybe I should do event planning. I don't coordinate, you know, an event. What should I do? Like, how do they sit down and like write out, okay, what should I do as far as starting a business on the side?
Yeah, well, one of the things that I teach is mastering your core gift. So a lot of times there's a gift that lives inside of you that can be applied no matter what it is that you're doing, right? Earlier, before we got started, I told you I started in the wedding planning industry, right? And so I've transitioned from wedding planning to photography to a brand designer to now a brand consultant. Crazy journey, right? But I want to share that because I want people to know that it does take a journey, right? However, and I told you earlier too, it didn't just click for me just like that either, right? But again, when I say mastering your core gift, for me, it was always about, transforming ideas into real tangible outcomes. I learned that my gift was that, man, I can hear something, I can have a vision for something, and I can make it a real thing. So in wedding planning, that was hearing the planning for a bride and actually seeing her big day come to fruition, right? In photography, that was seeing a vision, capturing in photos, and actually showcasing it to that, that couple, that senior, or that business owner. And in design, it's the same thing. People come in, I have this business I want to launch. I can capture that idea and put it out there in a logo, website, whatever the case may be. And so I learned early on that my gift really is to actually put out tangible outcomes that were once just ideas. And so I tell people, when you are really trying to figure out what you want to do in a business, think about what skill shows up no matter what it is you're doing. Also think about, what do people come to you for all the time? And you're willing to actually do it for free because you love it so much, right? And so I knew that my friends, they always come to me, Brittany, I got this idea. Brittany, I was wondering if you could, look at this. And I'm like, man, they always come to me for stuff like this. And so I realized then, like, man, I got something really good. And it didn't matter how I applied it. It was me operating in my gift.
That's so good. So is that what a plan-based business is? Because I know that's what you really focus on.
Oh, gosh. So a plan-based business is, a lot of people, especially entrepreneurship, we like to jump right out there and just kind of feel our way and just like, I hope the people book. I hope the people know what I'm saying. And granted, that's totally normal. I don't want people to think that it's not normal. But the thing is, when you put a plan in place, you can get to your destination much quicker. And so what I often say to people is, it's like having a GPS in a car, right? So you're going to a destination, you're going somewhere, a GPS is going to help you get there quicker. Now, you don't need the GPS. You could probably, is that me or you?
Somebody calling me?
I hope it wasn't me.
I don't know if anybody's calling me.
You're able to edit, right?
It's fine. We can keep rolling.
Okay, so where were we?
Plan-based business.
Yeah, plan-based business. So it's just like a GPS, right? So if you can put it in your GPS, you're going to get to your destination much quicker, right? But, that's not to say that you need the GPS to get there. You're going to have, turns that take you off. You're going to have, long side roads, things of that nature. However, the GPS makes it that much smoother. And so that's how I equate that to a plan. So if you have a plan that says, okay, here's my vision, here's my goals, here's my objectives, my strategies, my tactics that guide you to what you're even looking to achieve, that's what having a plan-based business is all about. And it's going to chop off years of your journey, because you're not just out here floating around trying to figure out what works for you, but yet you're like, oh, let me go back to my map. Let me go back to what I said I was going to do to get to this whatever goal. And so it's really about, making sure that you outline exactly what you're trying to achieve, who you're trying to reach, and by when.
Yeah, that's so good. Because if you don't put a date on it, it's like, I'm going to do it this year.
It just exists. It's like floating in the air.
Yeah. And it sounds cute. It sounds real cute until there's actual execution. Yeah.
Exactly. So a plan-based business is all about, going by that plan, having that strategy in place as it relates to your business, your branding, and your marketing practices.
That's good. So when is it time to scale a business for the entrepreneurs who've been there for a minute? They're making a couple coins, they're saving a little bit, investing a little bit. When is it time to scale? And how do you scale?
Man, I think scale. I always say scale is like a fancy way for us to say grow, right? And so scaling is just like, how do you know when it's time to like grow your business? And so ultimately, when you're starting to feel burnt out, like for me, it's like scaling and growing your business is about freedom. You know what I'm saying? And so it's about like, oh my God, I do not have to be sitting here in order to make an impact, in order to make a difference, right? So when you have the finances that can support you automating your business and doing some of those things that allow you to step away from the computer and allow your business to run for you, it's time when you have the finances to do so, right? Granted, we all start off where we got to grind. We got to be here. We have to show up. We got to work late nights, wake up early in the morning. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you have the finances to support a business that can be automated, can run smoothly, and you are at that stage in your life where, man, life is a little bit bigger than me running this business, So for me, I have a baby on the way. My family is about to grow. We're about to close on our new house. Like, I don't want to be sitting at a computer all day, right? But I still want my impact to be made. So for me, that's a transition that I had to make in my business as well. And so ultimately, I think it's a gut feeling, but also it's like when you see the numbers can back your, you know, your new transition and your movement, it's time to go ahead and grow that business and scale up.
Yeah. What does that look like when it comes to automation for those who don't know?
Yeah, so oh Lord. So I always tell my folks, when it comes to automation, it's really like, okay, what are some things that can be done in your business without you physically having to be there, right? And so just for simple sake, you know, somebody goes to your contact page, right? They fill in a contact sheet. Hey, my name is such and such. This is the services that I'm interested in, right? And then normally it would just kick you an email back and you would be responding like, hey, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. But in your mind, how can you automate that? So for me, I say to my folks, do a form. They fill out the form. It goes to a page immediately where there's maybe a video of you, or you're like, hi, thank you so much. I'm super excited to work with you. Here's what you need to know next. And you're guiding people through steps that, you know, in working with you in your business without you necessarily being there, but them still getting the personality and the vibe of what it feels like to work with you, right? Now, like for you, for this podcast, I was able to easily go in, book my call, show up for my call, right? And so ultimately, automating your business is like, man, what can I do where I'm not doing the same thing over and over again? So if you find yourself doing the same task, go ahead and find a system or something that will work for you so that people are naturally getting the next step. Bless you. The next step in working with you or your business booking, whatever the case may be. So I guess the main question is, what do I do over and over again that I could save time on by doing it once?
Yeah. You know? A huge, and I'm literally about to take that idea and do a video for one of the things, because I feel like I'm going back and forth with people a lot about stuff. So
yeah,
thank you for that nugget.
Yes, girl. Go ahead and give them a nice video. Here's your next steps, and people will still get that vibe and that personality from you, and knowing, all right, she's pretty cool. I like her.
I can hear the Southern dialect.
Yeah, there you go.
What has saved me is canned responses in Gmail.
Yes, girl. Same thing. Same thing. Because you answering the same questions over anyway, so might as well go ahead and put it in a template.
Yes.
And make sure you put the little fields like first name, add the little spots inside of the email so it fills it in, so it feels personal, you know, but you're not, girl, you in your bed sleep, you know?
sleep. Okay.
Sleep.
So how does someone start to get clients? Because in order for you to be a brand specialist, strategist, consultant, you have to have clients. So how do you go about getting clients? And even if people are, you know, maybe coaching or speaking or just doing a variety of different things, how would they go about getting clients?
Position yourself as an expert. That's the way to go. And that's through your content. That's you showing up consistently. You know, so a lot of times we want to just like jump out there and be like, got this program, buy it, you know, got this new product, buy it. But we never want to show people along the way the results that we've, you know, achieved for other people. We've never want to show them, you know, the skill that we actually have in the subject matter. And so it's really important that, especially these days when we have so much stuff for free, like social, where you can show up and in your content always show people, this is what I do. This is why I'm good at it. Here are the results that my stuff can do. And I'm not just talking about service-based, because even if you were product-based and perhaps it was for like natural hair care and people's hair is growing out, you know, out their scalp forever, right. That's a result. And you have found a formula that works for those people's hair. But at the end of the day, it's really about you showing up and allowing people to know, like, man, this girl knows what she's talking about. And she's had results for other people, and you show up consistently all the time, and you're committed. And at that time, people are going to start to be like, man, I call it on the marketing sales funnel, it's awareness stage. So people come to become aware of who you are, what it is you do. So now they start to stalk you a little bit, like, all right, what else you got? What else you got? To the point where they get to ultimately the end stage, which is the purchase. And so your goal and everything is to get people to the purchase, right? But you got to showcase, you know, who you are and what you bring to the table before you get to that point. And so anybody looking for clients it's not just jump out there here, buy this. It's no, let me show you who I am, what I do. And by the way, I do have this product, you know, and I do have this service, you know, so that's how you go about getting clients.
Yes, shoulder smile.
Yeah.
So you have your mom, your wife of 10 years. That's a commitment that is, you know, a great thing to hear.
Yeah.
Now. So how do you even organize your life, child? Because you got to organize your business and your personal life. You said you don't?
I don't. I hear you though. At the end of the day though, it's about like what comes first. You know what I'm saying? Do my clients come first? Do my fans? Girl, I tell you, this lash right here is bothering me. I'm telling you, people know how real I am. I'm gonna take it off. That's okay. But it's like, what's most important for me, right? Is it my family? Is it my clients? Things of that nature. And so for me, it's really about setting up a schedule. You know what I'm saying? And saying to myself, okay, I work 9 to 4. And when 4 o'clock comes, it's time to shut down because my daughter and my husband are going to be walking in the door. So ultimately, every day is not like that. I'm not going to, sit here and lie. But my intention is that I shut down my business so that my family has my time just as much as my clients did that day. Yeah. Right. And so I think managing a family and just like balancing a business is a very, very hard thing to do. But if you know your priorities, I think it helps to know, like, all right, nope, I've been sitting here for 8 hours. It's time for me to look my daughter in the eye when she's telling me about her school day, or talk to my husband and see the man that I fell in love with, because if you start to grind so hard, sometimes you kind of forget and you're like just kind of going with the flow. And that's not a fun place to be either. And I've been there too. So at the end of the day, creating a schedule, creating boundaries for yourself and for your clients as well, my clients used to text me and do all that. And I'm like, nah, like, Brittany, what are you doing? You got a phone number that's dedicated to your business. When you shut down, that number shuts down and they will hear from you when it's time to hear from you, And so you got to take care of yourself, and that's pretty much it.
That's good, Brittany. That's good. Okay, so we're going to do some rapid soul questions. So the first thing that comes to your mind, just spit it out.
Oh, Lord.
Name one person you think is really funny.
Kevin Hart.
Okay. What's the last song you listened to?
Oh, right before I got on here, Sensitivity. You need a man with sensitivity. That's throwback though. I'm old.
She's not old. What dessert can't you live without?
You said dessert? Oh my God, all of them? God, man, I eat so many desserts. I love chocolate stuff though. So I'm going to say like a chocolate chip cookie.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm a brownie connoisseur.
Brownies. That's a good choice too. I love them all.
It's so good. What trait do you like the most about yourself?
I'm a go-getter. Like there's nothing you can put in front of me and I'm not going to be able to figure out how to do it. That's just how I am.
Come through. What is one product that you must use every day, no matter what?
Oh, man. Shea Moisture got this new black soap moisturizer that I've been using. Like, yeah.
For skin, hair, what?
Yeah. Like, it's like a face, a face moisturizer. And my husband and I both use it.
I need another one because my skin be so dry.
It's at Target. It's bomb.
Okay. And you said Shea Moisturizer.
It's like Shea Moisture, African black soap, something like that moisturizer. It's a whole kit. So there's like a wash, a mask, a moisturizer, but they got wipes to like, you can wipe your face in the middle of the day to get the dirt that was going around in the air. Check it out. It's at Target. Hey, Shea Moisture, if you're watching this, make sure you give me my proceeds.
We're going to pitch them.
Yes.
That's so funny. If you could go to dinner with anyone, who would it be?
Oh, dinner?
Alive or passed away?
I would say Taraji P. Henson.
Yeah.
She's dope.
What are you looking to do next and how can we support you?
Girl, well, I have another online program that's launching. So talking about scaling and growing your business.
Yeah.
Called Beast the Brand. So that's coming out next. I'm also rolling out group mentoring and one-on-one consulting this year. So if you're looking to get your business right, I got all the options this year. So that's pretty much it.
I love it. Are you building websites or are you just doing?
So I have an agency, BJ Co-Creative, and on that side, I have designers that are contracted, and we do design on that side. But me, myself, like how I was like a solopreneur doing design, no. So right now, I'm just creative brand consulting under my personal brand.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Mhm.
I will make
Yes.
sure we share those links. So you send me the
Okay.
link and I'll share it with the audience.
Sure
Yeah.
thing.
Thank you so much for coming on the
Yeah,
podcast.
that was easy.
Make sure you all share this episode with your friends, your family, and subscribe to the Soulcation podcast. We are supported by Audible, so make sure you get your free copy of any book that you choose just by clicking on the link in the show notes. And I'll catch you all on the next episode of the Soulcation podcast. Have a good one.